Postgraduate students don't often get their careers advice from a Nobel laureate, but that's what happened at the Tri-University Date with the Distinguished event in Adelaide. The theme of the night was the health sciences, future careers in health and research. And Laureate Professor Peter Doherty was among the distinguished speakers, giving students tips for life after they finish their PhDs. Professor Doherty said one of the key skills for a successful career in research was the ability to communicate clearly about their data, and that it was also important to be nice.
Really love your data, commune with your data, look at your data. One of the main mistakes we make as young scientists is actually keep bashing on doing experiments, using all the resources of your lab head and doing unnecessary additional studies without really sitting down and looking very, very closely at what you've done. Be generous and be culturally aware. Don't be mean-spirited. I've seen people who should have been elected to National Academies of Science who are not elected to National Academies of Science because everyone hates their guts. Don't be lovable.
Also giving out career tips was South Australian Scientist of the Year Graeme Jung. Professor Jung is director of the Flinders Centre for Innovation in Cancer at Flinders University. He shared his experiences from his own career after graduating from the University of Melbourne in 1969.
And the thing that I would say to you in this room is that you guys actually, in many ways, are the future of our society. We face a lot of problems. You know, some of us want to be able to watch the TV at a 45-degree angle and the picture doesn't fade, you know? And others of us want to fix death from infant diarrhoea in, you know, Bangladesh and things like that. But the fact of the matter is that the things that you discover, the knowledge that you develop, the problems that you solve are going to feed into the well-being of this community.
The host for the evening was Dr. Paul Willis, who's best known for his regular appearances on ABC television shows, including Quantum and Catalyst. Dr. Willis is director of RIOz, the Adelaide-based science hub which promotes public awareness and understanding of science. He said the sold-out event was an exceptional opportunity for those lucky enough to get tickets.
Something that's always impressed me about Adelaide is the fact that the three universities come together for intelligent reasons, not just for football matches. I've not seen that anywhere else, and tonight's a brilliant example. Let's face it, unless we actually talk about careers in science and the ways that postgraduates and postdocs can think about making a career in science, if we don't have those conversations, then they're just simply not going to happen.
The significance of the opportunity wasn't lost on Flinders University PhD candidate Karen Patterson, who helped organise the event along with other PhD candidates from UniSA and the University of Adelaide. Karen also got to spend some extra time with Professor Doherty when he visited the Flinders University Centre for Innovation in Cancer earlier in the day. She said it had been a privilege to spend some time with someone who developed and shaped the history of immunology in Australia.
It was exciting, and it was a huge relief, I must admit, when Peter Doherty got to speak. One of the things that he talked about was writing. I think he had lots of really good advice for PhD students.